one of the most important things I think that I used to slip up on, and a lot of traders slip up on as well, is the patience, right? Because we all want to pass this first stage quickly, and it's the same for the second one. But 30 days is actually not a bad period of time. So I use, because I'm more of a selective trader, I use 2% risk on my trades, which means, obviously, if I get a decent 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 R, which doesn't often happen with my strategy, then you're getting close to that. Okay, so knowing what type of trader you are will also help. So if you are a little bit selective, maybe on this challenge is moving up to a little bit of a higher risk may help you. You know, if you're a scalper, you know, slightly different. But one thing that you have to do, and this is very important psychology-wise, is get it in your mind about the free repeat, okay? Because the reason I say that, I must have failed about 20 challenges. Honest to God, must have failed about 20, and I was doing them before I was ready because I was so focused on passing them. So let's say I start my challenge and I lose 1 or 2 trades. Okay, it could be down 2%, 3%, 4%. That 10% becomes quite a bit of an Everest compared to just saying, right, I just want a free repeat. You know, I just need 0.01%. And the first 100K challenge I passed, I was down 4%. So I was down 4%. But I was just focusing myself on, okay, let me get that free repeat. And then, like I said, in the last week, the last couple of days, you can just go for it. You know, just go for it. But you don't want to be wasting money like I did, spending thousands and thousands of dollars trying to get that 10% when you don't need to do that. Get your 1%, 2%, 3%, and then have a little bit of fun and see how you do. Now, the second stage, I believe psychology comes into potentially a little bit more. I'll go into the charts in a second. I just want to get through these next 2 stages and I'll go into the charts. Because we've passed the hard one, and again, there is that want and that need to pass this second stage because it is easier. I mean, it's half as easy, technically. You've got more days and less percentage. There's that ultimate need to try and pass this quickly. But you have to remember, you have lots of time. So that's one of the tips that I always give when somebody asks me is that, remember, you have got a decent amount of time to get 5%. If you're risking 2, like I do, if you're risking 2%, you know, you could do that on 1 trade. And you don't want to get into the first week. You know, you don't want to get into the first. Oh, I just lost. Sorry, I'm reading your comments. You don't want to get in the first week and blow this because you're trying to pass it too quickly. For my strategy and what I try to do is I always try to get into trades that I feel can run quite a long way. Okay, so with the idea of being into getting to moves like this. So with Aussie Swiss here, I kind of like where it is. You know, we have got a little bit of liquidity here, but if we get through that, you know, this trade can move quite some way. So Aussie Swiss, I do like to the downside, including with that CAD Swiss. FTMO definitely makes me focus more on drawdown discipline. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Long. Yeah, they're not 5% in 1 day is a good rule. You know, it keeps you in the ball game, and yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm for funded accounts. It's not easy growing an account naturally. Can be done, but there's not a lot of options. Yeah, I think if you really calculate it, let's say from $1,000 account, you're talking like years before you start making actual money. And you know, I don't really want to wait around that long. That's where it comes down to. I do want to make money from trading, and that's what I think is the best way. But if you're asking me what's better, yes, growing account naturally. There is also the option of you getting that funded account, right? Getting your buffer, and then taking your profits on top of that buffer and putting them into your own trading account, and then grow your own trading account from there. Because technically, that is actually more profitable because you're not getting the 20% that FTMO takes away every single month. So if you actually do the maths on this, if you get that account, you get yourself a buffer where you're comfortable with every profit on top of that. What you should technically be doing is putting it in, taking it out, putting it into your account and doing your exact same trading and building that up.